There he is. Good looks.
Wait, make sure it's good.
Make sure it's good?
Yeah, look back.
All right, brother. I'll see you. I did not like butter on your popcorn. What kind of sicko are you? Come on, man.
butter.
You're not even sick. No.
I love butter. I just don't like it too heavy, you know?
You like butter, not too heavy.
What do you think about the lighting? Should I turn it down a little here? I like the darker.
You know,
red light.
I think you know how I feel about shooting at your house.
You're like,
gotta love this guy,
you don't have
man.
the couch. You don't
Yeah,
have the
he's like-
mannequins.
He's like, yo, man, you want to slide out to the city and do the show out here this week? In my head, I'm like, no. But in reality, I'm like, you know what? This has been like the 4th or 5th time we've shot it here, I guess. And I tried one last final bullet and sent you a picture of the new studio. I was like, dude, check out the new studio. There's cool new stuff here, man.
That was a great pull. You were like, oh, you're going to want to sit on this
Dude,
couch.
I said, dude, you're going to want to see this.
It was funny because it took me a while to figure out what was new. I was like, what is he talking about? I was like, is it the recliner?
Oh, man.
Because it is a comfy recliner.
It's a decent recliner.
And the
Tommy
jersey
sat
is
on it the
nice.
other day, and it made a weird crack noise.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, thank God that's Misbah's chair.
Did he lean back?
No, he just like sat down a little too quick, and he came in fast and hit the side. So like the side kind of jolted one of the screws loose, I bet. But
You gotta be careful.
it is what it is, man. Some people are overweight. And
Bro.
I can't fault them for that.
You've since we've last chatted, you're an entrepreneur now in the
What's
clock
going on,
business.
people?
Okay.
We're back.
Formal intro.
Episode 42. But yeah.
Oh man, I just got like, you know when popcorn gets stuck in your gums and you can't get it out? I think it just happened.
You know who's really happy about you eating popcorn during this episode? The listeners. They were like, holy crap, Ryan wasn't kidding. When he said tough times, what a tough listen. His co-host was just eating popcorn the entire time. I don't know how they got through the episode,
It
but they
was
made
so
it.
entertaining.
Yeah, right? Actually, I thought it was kind of corny. Get it? Because the popcorn? Yeah,
I love that.
corny. It's a joke.
Love the
Oh, man. I love how Misbah goes, yeah, I got this giant bag of popcorn, too. Look at this thing. It's not even that big, honestly. It's like a normal-sized bag of popcorn.
It's a little bigger. It's
like
value
giant.
size.
I don't know if you know people. Have you ever been to the grocery store? You see a bag of popcorn about the size of Misbah?
They don't sell that at the grocery
They do.
store.
I'm gonna buy it and bring it over.
They sell that
I'm
at
gonna have it
fairs.
next time you come to my house and you do. It's at the grocery store too. It's not at like the specialty store. I'm not at like a Costco when I buy this. You know,
Where are you at? Like Aldi?
Acme.
Okay.
I'm at the Acme.
They sell liquor there now. Isn't that crazy?
Is it crazy or is it not?
It's
you
not
know,
crazy
honestly,
to-
I think it's more of a problem for people that are alcoholics. You know, in
Why?
Florida, they sell liquor at the gas station.
Yeah, they do that here now too, don't they?
Not yet. I'm talking like you go into a Wawa down there, they got liquor everywhere.
I think Wawa's have it here
Like
now.
even like at the register, they got like a glass of wine. You could buy a single glass of wine.
And those little shot thingies.
Yeah, and you're just like, this is probably good.
I don't like that. It's too. It doesn't feel classy. I want the wine in like an actual bottle.
You're more concerned with how classy you feel while you're drinking it. You're like, man, I feel like an alcoholic now. I'm buying a single glass of
course.
wine on my lunch break.
I mean, I guess they have their utility, but
Dude, so what's the deal, man?
what?
You want to come clean to us, or you want me to tell them, or you want to tell them?
What?
I heard you like listening to Pitbull.
Pitbull?
Yeah. The musician.
Maybe one or two songs. Mr.
I
Worldwide.
knew it. I knew it. I was
Why,
thinking
what
about it
happened
today.
to Pitbull?
I just
Was
was
he
thinking about it.
canceled or something?
No, nothing happened with him. I was just thinking about it today. A Pitbull song came on the radio, and I was like, oh, God, I fucking hate this. You know? And then I just started thinking to myself, I was like, you know who would love this? Misbah.
Wait, was it like really? Was it like EDM-y?
it was like uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And it was just like, look at you started you were ready to dance.
I do like that. It was nice.
Yeah.
You know what really surprised me when you came along to the EDM concert? I couldn't believe
Noto?
that you. Yeah,
You heard
Noto
about Noto?
blew my ears out.
It's
literally.
crazy that, I gave off the image that I was there. But was I really there, Misbah?
I think we all were that way. We all started as a
Everybody-
pack.
We started as a pack, but then I quickly escaped. I was like, this is not my scene.
Yeah, it was pretty packed.
This is
in
not
there.
my scene. I didn't belong there. A lot of girls were being stuck up.
Yeah, it was. And it's very loud. Like
It's loud, too.
disproportionately loud.
I think I bought this one girl a drink, and she, dipped off into the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just like, wasted $20.
bro, it was hard to find anybody. It was hard to find you there. We just met you back.
Dude,
at
I love
the
how when I
house.
walked in, they were like, all right, well, check your jacket at the door. I was like, you get the hell out of here. You're not going to take my jacket.
Wait, why do you have a problem with that? Because you think they'll
It's a
steal
polo
something?
jacket. It was a nice jacket.
They could also take something from it if there's.
Dude, I think it was my birthday, too.
It was for your birthday.
I think it was a few years ago now. This is probably 2-3 years ago.
2 years ago.
Wow,
But it was
no.
for your birthday. We were
Dude,
out. For
I
it.
was actually hammered before we had even gotten there.
Of course, you were.
Remember,
we were
I took a picture on the hood of some dude's Rolls Royce.
Yeah, infamous.
There's an
photo.
infamous shot, yeah.
You had the hat on and everything.
It was cool looking, man.
It was very what are the odds of this? We went to some other weird place
what are
before
the odds
then
of the guy
too.
letting me take the picture,
No one let you take it.
Yes, he did. The guy was in the car. I said, yo, man, can I take a picture on the hood of this? I wouldn't just sit on a $250,000 car without the guy approving it.
But you would.
I wouldn't.
You definitely would.
I definitely wouldn't.
All right.
It's
For
not
the
my
record,
style. It's not my style. I'm not that guy. It's like when you see a
Do
famous
that.
person, I don't ask for the picture. I wait for them to ask for the picture with me.
This is
Just happened with
the
Chuck Nice.
biggest load
Just
of baloney.
happened with Chuck Nice. Chuck Nice said, hey, Rye, let's take a photo. I said, Chuck, really? And he was like, yeah.
You were like double confirm this. Can you say it again? I want to record it for my
Yeah.
friend Misbah.
Dude, funny you mentioned that. I was drinking at the bar with all those comics after the show. And it's funny. I was talking to, I was on a weird, wired moment. I was hammered, but also 5-hour energy was in me. So I was asking a lot of questions.
You love that.
Yeah. And I was just like, Mark, I gotta know, man, how did you do it? It's just it's Mark, I gotta know, man. And Mark Riccadona was just yeah, man, yeah. And he starts telling me all these crazy stories about how he made it as a comic. And then somebody was just like, Mark, can we get a photo with you? And Mark just looked at me. He's like, nah, I gotta take a photo. I was like, yeah, man, you gotta take the photo.
Where was the green room? Was there a green
This
room?
is what we weren't in the green room. We were just at the bar chilling at the.
Oh, that's
Valley Bar.
cool.
It was so cool, man. It was me, Chuck Nice, Tracy Locke, Cisco, all those people there.
How did everybody do? You said that they all kind of crushed.
Yeah, they all murdered. They all murdered.
Were there a lot of people there?
There's about 160 people there.
That's
pretty
a
cool.
lot.
It was
That's a
pretty
lot.
cool. And here's the thing, right? So as I'm
And
leaving,
where was this?
the Valley Forge Casino.
Was it high ceilings in that room or?
It was the big room.
Nah,
It
wow.
was cool, man.
The TV and all that.
Yes.
Wow.
All that stuff. Anyway, we're at the bar, and so Mark's off taking the pictures now, and I had more questions for Mark. I was gonna pick his brain a little, ask him more
Sure.
questions, which made me
Why
also,
Mark out of everyone?
Because Chuck Nice was already busy talking
Sure,
to somebody
yeah.
else, and Tracy Locke was already talking to somebody else too. So I was like, oh, Mark, you're not talking to anybody. But no.
He's selling merch
At
for
that
everyone.
moment, I realized how much of a mistake I had made by not keeping a pair of microphones in the car with me. I could have forced one of them to do an episode of Tough Times with me.
And not even a full episode, but even just kind of a quick
Quick 10-minute, 20-minute, John. We're sitting in the bar. I'm like, come on,
Oh,
let's
that's
do it
quick
right
to
here.
you. I meant kind of 60 seconds.
That's not quick enough, man. That's too quick.
That is too quick. But
No,
maybe
but here's the
5
thing.
minutes.
It was funny, too, because as I'm leaving, Mark turns to me and he just goes, yeah, man, real sorry. I didn't get to, sit with you. I was like, yeah, dude, it's no big deal, man. I said, you got IG?
I love your hustle
It's
there.
classic,
Your Ryan's
I'm asking
scheme.
a comic who's decently huge in the scene. I'm just like, yeah, man, you got IG? And the answer is yes, obviously. He's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I'll shoot you a DM. Maybe you come on Tough Times, my podcast.
Wow.
And he was just like, yeah, man, totally. So then
Wow.
So then I went home and shot him a DM. Nothing.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you had to expect it, you know?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, he probably gets like 1,000 DMs. I mean, like, maybe he glanced mine, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But
Of course.
he verbally committed to the show. I mean, like, granted, I didn't expect him to do the show. He did say, like, yo, we should go grab a beer sometime, which was cool. He
You were
lives
like,
local.
grab a
He's like,
beer
I don't know that
and
many
record
people in
it?
this area. Yeah, he's like, that's exactly what I did. He said, we'll go grab a beer sometime. I was like, and maybe shoot an episode on my podcast. And like that's where I lost him. I think is when I threw that at him.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be recorded with you. That's
Yeah, he was like, you know.
That's kind of a funny thing.
No, but
I
he did
noticed
seem
that
really
recently.
down. And yo, here's something that was really cool about this guy.
Huh.
So Mark Rigodona, are you familiar with him?
No, until you showed me though.
Yeah.
You said he was crowd
So
work.
he did a great
crushing.
job. And dude, so he was selling T-shirts at the show.
Right.
And he was like, I was like, there's
You
no,
have to, I feel
and like when I saw him pull out the T-shirts, I was like, there's no way this guy's gonna sell a T-shirt. And what do you know? He sold like over all the T-shirts he came. I guess he sold a lot of T-shirts.
His own or for
His
Chuck?
own.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's actually.
and he
really
had a whole
cool.
joke in his bit that related to it. It was pretty good.
Of course.
Of course, it was self promo. It was
Then
beautiful.
everybody's coming in, they're like, callback.
It was beautiful,
Everything's
man.
a callback.
It was beautiful the way he did that.
That's beautiful.
And then the girl,
yeah.
Tracy Locke, the way she impressed me was she got 3 active audience members involved in a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, of different
crowd work?
races, all different races, and like it was just crazy how she made that work. Like one, let alone like 3 different races had to be there for that joke to work.
Yeah, you gotta assume like it's very diverse.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Valley Forge, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, is it?
Well, it was a police association fundraiser.
What?
Yeah.
I guess it is diverse in the police force, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, not really. Maybe
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
Maybe in that area, but that's pretty crazy, man. That show is like that room. Honestly, like seems like the place to do it at. You got to
Dude,
film it while you're
that's where
there.
you want to be. That's the mecca.
How did Chuck do? He was
He
annihilating,
murdered. Chuck
probably.
murdered. Didn't remember how we saw him at your show with the laptop? No laptop.
Of course, no.
He came out
laptop.
and just straight cold murdered.
Really?
Dude, he was murdering. I think he murdered more than when we were at Joel's.
What was he? New material?
It was all new material, man. It was like amazing to see. You're just like, dude, I saw you like about a year ago, and you were doing different stuff.
And it's like, you wonder also how much he worked that out before he
Yeah,
did
you
that
really
one.
do wonder.
Because he kind of like just did that. If he was doing that off his laptop and it was like the first, second time, whatever, third time he was doing it even. Not even, I think it was first. Some of that seemed really like his first time.
Dude, he
He
had
was
some
crushing with it.
murderous jokes, man. Like shit I've never heard from him. And I was like, oh shit, I think Chuck Nice is really funny now.
Really?
Yeah, like the first time I saw him, I was like, no, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then like now I understand why he's where he is.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. It like gave me a perspective on Chuck Nice. I was like, wow, this guy is very talented.
That's crazy, man. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's on the Discovery show.
I did see that.
Or Travel Channel or Discovery. No, I think it's Discovery.
I think it's involved with Disney Brain Games.
Yes, he's like a host.
Yeah. No, he is the host. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He
He
is
was
a
like,
host.
he's like a host. He comes out as actor comedian now.
Oh, like he gets announced as that?
Yeah.
I feel like he's always gotten announced as that because he's
I
always
don't
kind of
know.
been an actor in some way.
I guess, yeah.
Dude, he's got the perfect look, perfect voice, everything
Dude,
for that.
he really does have a good voice.
His
for it.
haircut's so crisp.
He's got a
man.
great voice for it.
It's crazy.
What did I
Wait, we didn't talk about you being in the clock business.
Oh yeah, I'm in the clock business now.
So
I sell clocks.
I know.
You know how I got the idea, Misbah?
I don't know. How would you have?
I had a poor experience with Timex over the summer.
Timex is a big brand.
Yeah, and they're almost too big.
I think so.
When
yeah.
you get too big, you can't keep track of all your eggs, all your chickens.
No, definitely not.
Because I ordered a watch and took over 6 months to come to me. I actually had to call them and ask where it was at, and then they actually said, "Oh,
Where did you order it from?
Timex,
.com?
directly from Timex." And you're thinking like, "Yo, a company based on time, maybe they have some sort of, concept of time,
Some urgency.
yeah, a little bit of sense of urgency in their time because they do run a clock company."
Well,
That watch didn't arrive, and it was just like it left a bad taste in my mouth. And then I just started sitting there. And then I was at a thrift store, as I do often thrift. I found 5 clocks there, and I said, wow, these 5 clocks are $10. I bet I could make these into $100 of clocks.
And you did. Off one or two?
Now, here's the thing. I was fumbling around with them, and I was like, yo, these clocks are cool. And then I made one, threw it on IG, and people were like, that is sick.
Yeah, that was
And,
cool.
and like, it fed me a little bit. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to order 100 clocks. And I just ordered
love
100
this part of the
clocks. I
story.
just ordered 100 clocks, and then like my dad called me up. He was like, yo, man, there's a lot of boxes out front right now, you know?
You ordered them there? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And he's like, my dad has a security camera.
Of various sizes or...
They're all the same size. It's all the same clock. The first run's all the same clock.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so... And you're making me one. That's part of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Tough Times one.
Tough Times clocks.
So if you want a Tough Times clock, DM
Reach
Ryan.
out. Custom clocks can be made.
But preferably Tough
Buy
Times.
my time.
Wow.
Don't you
What
love
a
that slogan? You fucking
tagline.
love that slogan, don't you?
You need a shirt.
You know what I write on the box when I send it to people? Enjoy your time. Yeah, it doesn't end, buddy.
Bro,
It doesn't
I
end.
love all the 3-word taglines.
It's
you can
great,
have
you
there.
know?
Everything ends in
I thought about
time.
even going nonprofit. Time for a cure.
I don't think you could last in a nonprofit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I feel like the
Do you understand how
temptation
much
is too
money
crazy.
nonprofits make?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly the problem.
They make tons of money, bro.
I know. That's why you can't be a nonprofit.
You can. It's just that your profits have to go to something good. It's like
Yes.
instead of like turning them into something like a mansion or a Maserati, I just turn them into like a school.
Sure, but you'd have to like really legally commit to that.
Yeah, but it's not like I would like I could legally commit to it. Like there's other like Joe Rogan was talking about this on his podcast the other day. Him and Joey Diaz were shooting the shit about this. They were talking about
He was on there?
Yeah, they were talking about how comfortable are you with how much percent a company takes when they give to charity, like a nonprofit.
Right.
And Joe Rogan and them were saying like 50% is cool.
Right.
Like
50 for
50% goes to the
operating
business
and all that.
50
Yeah.
goes to the charity.
Yeah, I agree with
But
that.
it's like way less. It's like 18% goes to like
It's charity.
to charity. The rest goes to the
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of skepticism sometimes right off the bat
Yeah.
if you're that. But if you're not a nonprofit, you're just a guy crushing it with time and clocks.
Yeah. Sell 100,000 clocks, you net 1.8 million.
What? How much is each clock custom, or how much is each clock?
I'm selling clocks for $35 a pop.
Wow. Okay.
It takes me about 30 minutes to make a clock, so.
What do you have to do to do it? You have to pull it apart.
Well, every good magician doesn't tell his secrets, you know? People go out and make their
okay.
own clocks.
So how are you putting the
I've
tough times on?
experimented with various adhesives, glues, all types of stuff, manufacturing equipment, see what I can get down. I'm using a lot of big words right now, try to make it confusing so people can't put the puzzle
You're reading
together.
like the description when you hit Amazon, more info.
Yeah, it's like more info. This is a
Length
9
by
inches.
width?
It's 9.73 inches. It's like,
It's very good to know. I wish if you would make kind of one that size right there, the one in the back, that like clock, it's like
Yo.
4. That'd be great.
I know you keep bringing up that size clock, but like
A
it's not
desktop
going to
one.
happen. You're getting a 9-inch clock. Everybody gets a 9-inch clock.
You should do a limited run, only sell 100.
I do limited clocks.
Of course you do.
They just cost way more. I don't know if it's in your budget.
I love that.
It's very unclear if Misbah's going to pay for the clock yet. Still, we're not sure yet. We haven't talked about it yet, but it's there.
You offered it to me, and
look
you're
at
like,
this,
"Yo, I
you
gotta
offered it
I
to
gotta
me.
give you a clock." But you're right. That's
Like
like
give
a
one free clock out, then what?
that's like
Then I'm
a
a non-profit at that point.
that's like a lawyer saying like, "I gotta represent you." Yeah,
It's like, what is this, a pro bono clock?
I will compensate you.
You
for
do
your
have a lot
time.
of clocks around now that I'm noticing it. What are these, timers or
They're
clocks?
timers. They're
Why do you have
timers.
timers around? What do you like? What do you got to get done in 60 seconds that you're like?
It's-
You're like, yo, I caught a quick break here in between this call. I'm gonna do 60 seconds of jumping jacks. Here we go.
No, I wish that was the case, but it's 60 minutes, not 60 seconds.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, because you're like, oh, just put some laundry in. Don't want to set a timer on my phone.
Dude, the laundry situation the other day, you know that thing that happened to you where like
course.
you left it
Episode
and someone
40.
took it? I was that guy.
Where are you? Somebody took some of yours?
No, I was
Oh, you took somebody of something else? You stole somebody's laundry? What'd you take?
I mean, never mind. I didn't.
Admit it. Admit it. Nobody in your building is gonna watch this. Let's hear about it.
No, I was just. I
What'd you
wanted to
take by
convince you that I took it.
I'm convinced already. You
That-
convinced me. Now you're winking at me, trying to get me to stop.
No, that wasn't the part I was trying to convince you about. Also, it was more so that the leaving of it in there. Like I left.
How long is too long?
If you go for more than an hour and it's just sitting there.
More than an hour?
Yeah.
I get busy, brother. You know, sometimes I don't have time to get back there in an hour.
Okay, but for you, it's only 2 people. Here, it's
3.
Okay, 3. Here, to what? I don't know how many. 10 to
Yeah,
15.
You could have people coming from the 3rd floor to come to use the 4th.
They do. I've caught
Ooh,
them.
I knew it. They're like, you know, they got some unmentionables. They're like, I don't want anybody on the 3rd floor finding out I'm washing these.
I saw somebody dumping trash from a different floor
People are dumping trash? Where?
in the trash closet.
There's a trash closet?
Yes.
How nice is this place you live in, buddy? You know?
It's not
You got
that
closets
nice.
full
You
of
can-
trash.
You can smell it
People
when you
get
walk
stabbed
by.
outside. You know, what else is going on here?
People are getting stabbed outside. It's pretty crazy.
You know, you say that, you get the notifications. You ever see somebody get stabbed?
I mean, you just said somebody did.
I'm just saying, have you ever seen anyone get stabbed in Philly?
Of course not.
Of course not. How do we know it's true?
I don't know, man. I don't
It's
know.
exactly right. You know, it's like we don't know.
We don't. But
don't know.
But we just know that a ruckus is happening.
A ruckus.
Of
How do we
some
know
sort.
a ruckus is happening?
Because
What if
more.
they're just trying to create it? They're like, we want to get everyone inside. How do we do it? There's a guy running around stabbing people.
True.
Whoa, get
It's
inside.
pretty
You
crazy,
can't stab
bro.
us inside.
It's honestly usually around this area too. That's what's crazy.
It is, and like
It's like a block.
you
from
know, it's
here.
weird because like
Recently, no, because cops have been everywhere.
somebody just had like one of my friends. He lives in another part of Philly, and he had me come over there. I went over to his house. It was a nightmare. He lives in a rough part of Philly.
How rough?
It's like,
Parking?
you
You get parking?
You ever get a chocolate chip cookie and
Ooh, that
there's
sounds
only
good.
one chocolate chip in there?
Oh, that's the worst. That's
How
not a chocolate
crazy
chip
is that,
cookie.
right? But that
I guess
one
it is
chocolate chip
technically.
is gentrification, and then the rest is like the ghetto. That's where he's at. He's the chocolate chip.
Which is the wait? What?
He's gentrification. Like the landlord came through and gentrified his building, so it looks like really uppity and brand new, and then everything around him is like run down.
Oh, so he's paying more.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of angels in the outfield. You know, if you build it,
Yeah,
they will
yeah.
come.
Right. Okay. So,
Yo,
huh?
by the way, I had the most random way to start my day. I got a text.
What happened?
Somebody texted me and they just said, it's Jackie Chan's birthday today.
What?
That's all they texted me.
Jackie Chan's from Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie? I'll let you go first.
Rush Hour,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah? Rush Hour?
Or yeah, any one of them, honestly.
And you know, it's funny. I played this scenario out in my head. I was like, oh, no way Misbah would be able to shout out a Jackie Chan movie off the top like that. I'm actually
I was quick
impressed.
with that,
You got me.
right?
You got me.
Usually
Rush
I
Hour.
can't.
And it's actually a respectable Jackie Chan movie, too.
And Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker's great in that.
Chris Tucker's phenomenal in that.
Dude, his voice.
You ever watch his
is
stand-up?
So funny, huh?
You ever watch his stand-up?
He's
got it.
old. His
It's-
older
it's decent.
stand-up.
It's
Yeah.
decent. I've watched some of his newer stuff, too, like after Rush Hour stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's very
like,
interesting.
Didn't he go
He
bankrupt?
married
or
like
something?
one of my friend's cousins, I think.
I think he went bankrupt over that
Ever what?
marriage,
Really?
or a marriage, or
I'm just really happy.
something else, maybe.
I'm really happy Will Smith didn't do the Rush Hours.
bro. The slap. You were the first person to tell me.
Very
about the
happy
slap.
he didn't do the Rush Hours, mainly because it leaves hope that there could be a Rush Hour 4.
Yeah,
You know?
it does. That's
Because
true.
everything Will Smith's involved with now is just getting canceled, which I love.
Bro.
I love it. I actually don't like Will Smith anymore.
It's weird.
It's like he showed his true colors, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's like that's who he really is. It's like
It's not good.
Like, you know how much that would hurt me if The Rock was to do something like that?
a lot.
Like, that guy's the like, I'm just like, I watch The Rock daily and I'm like, man, I hope this guy doesn't fuck up. You know?
It's a lot of pressure,
Isn't he the
isn't
most
it?
universally loved guy? I think we talked about it before. Like, I don't think anyone's more universally loved than that guy.
No, it's a lot of pressure though.
Of course it is.
Because
dude.
every morning you wake up, you're like, gotta work out.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the least of his worries, but that's like a big worry. And then it's kind of like everything he says. That's the other thing. Everything you say, like
Speaking of The Rock.
you just said 5 like things right now that could have been taken as advice if you were The Rock, and like people would follow it. You know what I
love
mean?
The Rock, man.
I know.
He's great.
I agree.
Great guy.
I feel like here's the thing. You know how people are saying he's going to try to run for president
I feel like if he was like to walk up to like your 3-year-old or 4-year-old, if you had a kid, and he was just like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" You know, like the parent wouldn't even get mad. They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's The Rock."
Right,
You know?
right.
Anybody else, they're like, "Hey, man, watch your language around my kid."
Dude, there was a good meme. There was a good meme of like the Will Smith like slap and then like The Rock on
there was
stage.
just one good meme.
No, there was a lot,
Yeah,
but
there's
like
tons.
The Rock, the one with The Rock where he's like replying back and forth. And
That
he's
was
giving
good.
that was really good. I don't know if that's from a real situation.
One
but I
of
was
my
he's
favorite
good on
memes.
stage.
Yeah, that was a good one. One of my favorites though was it was like Jada, Chris Rock, and then Will, and then it was like, it was like scissors, rock, paper.
Oh,
You know, it was like Will beats Rock,
yeah.
Rock beats paper.
That's amazing.
It was good.
That was
That took me
quite-
too long to explain though.
It's pretty amazing though how that completely like wrecked like there's no coming back. How can you come back from that? Is there a move?
You don't come back from that. Well, I'll tell you now, it's like you let Chris Rock slap you.
What do you mean? You mean
Chris
no.
Rock has to slap Will Smith now.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen though.
I know. It's unfortunate. That's the only way you get it back.
The way you get it back is
like it's got to be like during like something crucial too. Like Will Smith is like doing something at his he's like giving the speech at his like daughter's wedding or something, and then Chris Rock just walks up. He's like, "What's up?" And it's like, I'm so embarrassed.
Bro, his ticket prices. Did you see how high they went up?
Yeah, you see that people are getting pissed off that he's not talking about it at the shows.
Yeah,
I think that's even funnier.
Yeah. You got
Typical comic shit. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is great, man. Like everybody wants to see me. Raise the prices.
$800. Literally turned to $800, and then it's like
It's like
you don't talk
$1,000
about
a
it.
ticket now.
Jeez, I mean, good for him. Happy for him.
I wouldn't
on
talk
that.
about it either, though.
Huh?
I wouldn't talk about it either.
No, I mean, why do it? I mean, what are you gonna say about it? I guess it's kind of like,
I don't know. Personally, I would sue him.
yeah, I guess he could. He really could. If
And
he
like,
wants to.
you know, it's weird to
I think it's
even
more
talk that
powerful
way.
to not.
To like, oh, I'll sue him. Yeah, you
'Cause
say that.
people like
Chuck
him
Nice
more.
had a good joke on it. He was like, you know, Chris Rock didn't sue him because he's got enough money. I would have sued him. Put my
pretty
kids
funny.
through Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's a good Chuck Nice joke.
I can hear it in the Chuck voice too.
Oh, dude, it was beautiful.
Chuck's got a voice. Chuck's got a
Dude,
good
one of my
stage
favorite Chuck
voice.
Nice jokes I heard was the one where he was talking about how black people get nervous when they get pulled over. And he's like, let me explain it. There's a lot of white people here. He's like, so picture you're down at the Nissan dealership. And he started talking like a white dude. He put his white voice on and it was fucking hilarious. And he just goes, you're at the Nissan dealership.
He has the
and
funniest white voice.
You ask for a Nissan Rogue and they're going to get it ready. And then they come back and they say, sorry, sir, your Nissan's not going to be ready until tomorrow. This is really funny.
I love that.
The way he did it was obviously funnier, but
Yeah. But he's got that voice, man. He's got like a really like nerd voice.
what do you getting into Raven tonight?
No, I'm not getting into
Well, Thursday in the city. I try to convince him.
I love that.
I'm going over to Raven tonight.
There's gonna be like you're gonna come back. We're gonna try to hit another one, maybe,
That's
right?
the plan, yeah.
Yeah, a little before and after.
Yeah.
See how the
Well, before and before. You know, that's how it runs at Raven sometimes.
It really is, huh? You
I
wanna
wanted
get
to
some?
stop by. I know Sarah Bell's over there tonight. I know there's like a couple other bigger comedians over there, maybe. I think I heard Satoya was going to pop by.
Are you? Do you know what you're doing?
Do I know what I'm doing? No.
No.
I got a few jokes I'm running.
Are you?
The usual stuff, but nothing crazy. I did have some new shit I wanted to work on, but like you don't do that at Raven, really.
It's tough too.
It is.
Or you got to do it, but not be attached.
I mean, if they
to
give me
it.
3 minutes, I'm gonna go for cold killer stuff. But
It also depends when you go, I guess.
it's all about pumping those one-liners out now.
Yeah,
I like that
What's it like
form.
late at night there now?
I don't know. I haven't been in a while.
No, you were there like last week.
It was like 10:30 when I left. 11.
Oh yeah, it's not that late. It's still pretty pumping energy in there.
It's
at
the
that
same
time.
thing I was telling somebody I was at the show with. I was pretty much telling them like what Raven's like. It's like, you know, you wait so long to go up there. It's like my least favorite thing to do is wait around till 1 a.m. I don't mind waiting till 1 a.m., but it's when you wait till 1 a.m., then you watch 5 comics go in a row, and they're talking about the setup of the room. And you're like, bro, why did you come here to waste your time? Like, you came here to talk about the setup of this room for 3 minutes? You waited 4 hours to do that? It was just like, It hurts me to see that, It's just like, And then I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, wow, I watched 4 comics do the same thing. Okay, that's cool. And then you go
sometimes
up. Here's the thing. It's like putting the fat friend next to, like, the semi-attractive friend. It's like the semi-attractive friend all of a sudden becomes really hot because the fat friend's nearby.
Bro, here's the thing with that is, like...
It's because, like, it happens. Like, you go up there, and you have a murderous set. Everybody's like, oh, my God, this guy just crushed. And it's because everybody else is so mediocre right now.
Yeah.
And they're not that into it. They're not believing in themselves and their set. They just, like, they're so half-assed. They're so tired and beat down from sitting in the room.
The thing is, man.
That's why you can't stay in the same room either. You got to be moving around. You got to talk to people, man. You got to grab drinks. You got to be like.
Bro, nobody is actually.
Last week I played
Raven.
Connect 4. I played Connect 4 with somebody at the bar for an hour.
At while it was going on, the set?
Yeah, just down low.
Oh,
like,
you were downstairs.
Yeah, let's play a little Connect 4.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's always so bumping in there. Like, people are actually partying.
My main beneficial thing is to get that banter outside.
Yeah, you do that.
You write new jokes. You're like, oh, wow, that's gold.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to these 2 Uber drivers last week. They Uber just off riding bikes.
How's that possible? Oh, Uber Eats.
Yeah. I was like, how's that even possible? And the guy goes, how's it even possible? I'm about to blow your mind, buddy, because people do it with just walking.
What?
Yeah. That's what I said. I had the same reaction you just did. There's people out there.
Uber Eats, though.
Yeah, but they're just walking
Is
your
that,
order.
is that, am I right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you just have to think, though. It's just like, huh? These people are walking the order? You mean like there's somebody around that's so lazy that they don't want to walk and get their own order, so they pay somebody else to walk and get it for them.
Yeah, because how far can you walk?
Yo, by the way, all these kids I was talking to, incredible shape. The kid's like, yo, I get a free workout. He's like, what do you think? I need a gym membership? He's like, I ride the bike every day.
True. That is
like, wow. And he's like really good
As
shape.
you get older, you do appreciate that. You're like,
I said, hey, what's the most you make a month? And he said, I make a decent amount. But he said, if you want to know, this one dude, he's out here making like $8K a month.
Doing what? Uber?
Just Uber on bicycle.
What Uber Eats?
Yeah, on bicycle. What do you think? He's Uber people? What do you think? You just see him rolling down the street. He's got 2 people on the handlebars. He's got one on the back, and somebody's just like hanging on the side.
They're doing stuff like that now, I feel.
Yeah, maybe in India. Not in America.
Did I tell you I had to drive?
Keep it up, though. Gas prices are going. Maybe we will see that soon.
Bro, I drove my dad to India. I mean, not to India.
Drove him to India?
No, not to
India.
To JFK. He always gets these flights
Pretty much
to JFK.
India.
Yeah, bro, you know how long? I left at 6 in the morning and got back home at 12:45.
Don't you love that as a kid?
What?
It's like your parents just use you as like, you're like a free rideshare service. My dad was like, Uber. He's like, what do I need Uber for? I got you and your sister.
Yeah, that's true. Like we set up an Uber on his phone, and it like he has.
Yeah, he was like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
He's like, I got 2 kids. Are you kidding me?
And it's one of those things where it's like, my brother-in-law and my sister, they've done it last time. So it's like, we got to do it this time. It's always stressful when you go in there.
God,
Something always
dude.
goes wrong.
Well, dude, driving with your parents is like one of the worst things to do in the world.
Yeah, a lot of
I could drive with
backseat driving.
dude, I'd rather drive with like the president than drive around with like my parents in the car,
And you don't like the president.
I love the president. See, that's the typical somebody trying to paint words in your mouth. See, here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing with that. It's just like I hate both of those guys.
Yeah.
They're both in my check for 30%.
Who?
Anyone who's president. They're in my check for 30%. I hate all of them. The thing is, though, deep down, do I really hate the president? No. I love all the presidents because you know why? I'm American. And whoever the fuck is in charge, I'm there for him.
I'm with you.
I'm there for him, It's just like it doesn't matter who's really in there. It's just like I just want us to look good as a country,
Of course. And taxes.
And taxes.
Dude, Delaware, my sister lives in Delaware.
Gas prices are crazy. Lunch costs me $19 now.
What?
Yeah,
that's normal.
Dude, lunch,
Where?
What do you mean? See what you just said? That's normal now.
Yeah,
that's
it really
now.
is.
Lunch used to be $10. I used to get a cheesesteak and like a bag of chips and like a drink for $10.
Where are you talking though?
That was Bridgeport.
19. Bridgeport?
That was Bridgeport in 2018, 2019. 2 years went by. Now I'm like paying $20 minimum for
the same thing though.
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The other day, cheesesteak and fries, $18.95 at this one place I was at. I was like, yo, I'll never come back here. It's right in Eagleville.
But what's like the cheapest meal you could possibly get in your area? You should look for that.
Mine?
Yeah.
You know what my cheapest meal is? It's a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah,
I do that every day.
I don't mean that.
I eat that every day because I'm so goddamn cheap, and I don't want to spend money.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like like a pizza place, a burger place, something
Dude,
that's like
even pizza slices are getting ridiculous near us. $5 a slice.
Yep.
Are they out of their minds?
Did you pay that at Joe's?
Joe,
That's what-
I got 2 slices. It was like $12.
Yep.
And I was just like
$6
mad
plus.
about it too.
I
I didn't even eat that second slice. I bought 2 and I was like,
I bought pizza for the movers. Should have bought a whole box. Bought 1 slice for each of them and a drink, and it turned
What a
out to be
crazy
like
guy,
$25.
dude. What a crazy guy. Well, that was your fault.
What do you mean?
How'd you not use your math in your head to be like, let me just buy a pie and call it a day?
Well, this is because, dude, the pie itself is also like $30.
A pie and a 2 liters, what I would have did.
I should have done that, yeah.
And then you call and you ask for specials right away. That's like the...
Yeah, but I don't think Joe's does specials. They don't
Probably
seem like
not,
that kind of
no.
place. This was also my
Joe's is
first time at
crazy.
Joe's.
Joe's is a little crazy.
They're a little crazy. Brooklyn Pizza's really good in the mall over here. They're also $4 a freaking pop, though.
It's a little expensive, man. I can't justify paying $4 a slice.
It's tough. I wish they had more New York style, like $1 pizzas.
I love how
That was the
Domino's
best
is set up
time
too.
of my
Yeah,
life having that,
it
man.
is. It was great.
I don't think they exist anymore. How
Dollar
could you-
slices?
How could you
Bro,
exist?
the dollar store doesn't even exist anymore.
yeah, no.
You know, they were like, "Yo, we can't do it
No.
anymore."
And it's like, what is it? $1.15?
$1.25.
25.
$1.25 at the dollar store now.
Isn't that funny branding? Like you have to like stick with dollar store. You
Dollar
can't change your
quarter.
name. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
$1.25.
Right. Yeah. And it's also like they're not trustworthy anymore. It's only Dollar Tree.
I'm just waiting for like a class action lawsuit to come out. Some poor person get their fucking like pro bono lawyer together, and they're just like, "Nah, man, I thought it was the Dollar Tree."
You're talking about yourself.
My client was confused. He thought it was $1. Everything he's been paying is $1.25. What's going on here?
That is totally something you would do.
I've been watching a lot of Better Call Saul. There's a lot of lawyers. Yeah.
Bro, I
that
just started
Steam. That
watching
Steam
that.
just ruined that whole bag of popcorn.
Did you see that?
The whole
happen? Yeah.
episode.
Okay, you can't see it in the camera, but my vape, my
Yeah, he's got this like
dehumidifier
steamer thing
thingy.
that's just like blowing. It's like a
Humidifier?
fog. He's got a fog machine going in his apartment right
Whatever,
now.
humidifier. It was literally right into the bag of popcorn. Dude, not good. It's all right. How long has it been? It only took me 34 minutes to ruin it.
Popcorn.
All right. But Better Call Saul is one I'm starting to get into.
It's a good one, man.
I heard it's like Breaking Bad.
It's funny too because you probably didn't watch Breaking Bad, did you?
First couple episodes and last episode.
Classic shit. Look at that shit. That's classic Misbah shit.
It is sometimes.
Yo, man, I heard they're dropping a new Avengers.
I am like, yeah, like,
It's like, dude, Doctor Strange 2 is coming out. You want to go see that? I haven't seen the first one yet, but the second one looks electric.
electric. I love that.
Oh, man.
All right,
Hey.
time to bring it to a close. Your memory might run out.
It's going to do it, buddy.
It's
It's going to do it for us.
Minutes.
That's a tough time right
It's
there.
about time.
We're out in Philly. We're out
Rate,
at Misbah's
review,
place.
subscribe.
We're in the shoebox of an apartment. And, yeah, that's tough times, people.
See you next time.
I wanted to say tough times, baby. You know, that's tough times, baby.
You still can. You just
It's
did.
too late. I'm going to cut that. I'm not. I'm going to leave it in.
Over and out.
I'll leave it in. All right.
Over and out, everybody.
Damn. Did I almost run over your foot there?
That
Oh,
went
man.
bad.
Dude, it felt like I was close to your foot there. I was like, ah.
I have no shoes on
I
either.
know. Right? This is painful. Pain. It's a
No,
type
it's
of
tough.
pain you would never know.
Man, Joe's is closed, huh?
Joe's? Yeah. You didn't miss out. Didn't have many slices there.
Really?
Dude, I watched this one guy order an eggplant slice in front of me. And, like, Joe was just like, eggplant slice! He said it like 30 times.
Are you
I'm
sure
like,
it's Joe? I don't know if Joe is really there.
It might have been. It seems like Joe. I love when you walk into a place of business, you're like, hey, man, how you doing, man? He's just like, just another day. You're just like, it is.
That's a New York response.
Yeah, like, why do you just hate your life, bro?
Yeah.
I didn't make you work at this pizza joint.
Was it the taller dude?
No, it was Joe.
The
No, I don't know who Joe is.
They're very like bougie.
Thank
too.
you for watching. We're
Okay.
ending this episode. Like and subscribe. There's more profit coming. No, just kidding. There's no profit here. There's no profit. Except my clocks. Buy my fucking clocks. Buy my clocks. Buy my clocks now. Buy them now.
All right.